How's it going, guys? Cody back again, dropping yet another video. Right, guys, it's like 10 to 4 Thursday morning. Just about to get my head down. I'm not too well, as you can probably hear. But a very reliable prison source has just reached out to me to let me know that on Monday, a prison officer, not prisoner, prison officer, very good officer, senior officer, Stephen Cahill, originally from the northeast, was on his shift on E-Wing at the London prison, and he was assaulted by Giovanni Bartlett. Now, Giovanni Bartlett, along with another lad, was convicted of granny killing. They murdered a granny for a handbag back in, I think, 2012, 2013. They was only 15 at the time, but the reporting restrictions were lifted to name them because of how abhorrent the attack was. I know how you lot all feel about child murderers, granny killers, rapists and paedophiles. Well, this prisoner, this Giovanni Bartlett's a troublesome prisoner apparently. Now, he's assaulted senior officer Stephen Cahill on the wing. Mr. Cahill has then gone home, and he's sadly and tragically taken his own life. Now, just let that sink in for a minute, guys. Doing his job, gets assaulted. We know what goes on within prisons. We know that violence is at record levels. We know that. He's assaulted. I don't know if he has to go home because of the assault or he's gone to hospital or whatever. I'm not sure. But he's returned to home at some point, and he's sadly and tragically taken his own life. So first things off the bat, I would like to send my thoughts, my condolences, and my prayers to the wife and to the children of Stephen Cahill. My thoughts and prayers go out to you guys massively. Like I said, I'm for prisoners, guys. You know this, but there's a lot of good officers in the system. A lot of them. There are a lot of idiots as well, but there's a lot of good officers. Now, from what I've heard, Stephen Cahill, very respected officer, not just amongst his colleagues, but amongst prisoners. He wasn't biased either way. He was an old, I guess you'd say he was like an old style sort of prison officer. If you're entitled to it, you'll get it, and if you're not, you won't, sort of thing. But it was known that he would go above and beyond for the prisoners, but obviously not so that it was in their pocket, sort of thing. But like I say, to be assaulted in the line of work, we know what comes with being a prison officer. This Giovanni Bartlett, like I said, he's a granny killer, guys. You know what I'm saying? He's down there with rapists, paedophiles, and child murderers for me, 1,000,000%. And like I said, I'll put a link in the description below to the Giovanni Bartlett story. You can have a browse at your own leisure and just read about this scumbag. But he's assaulted Stephen Cahill. Stephen Cahill, like I said, has returned home at some point, and on Monday, the same day of the assault, is sadly and tragically taking his own life. Now, like I said, I don't know how he's done that. It'd be wrong to speculate. But just the thing is with the family of Stephen Cahill as well, there'll be no support from the prison. Do you know what I mean? It'll all be. They might have been initially, they might have put a liaison officer with it, or an FLO, family liaison officer, with the family. But the facts are they don't care. Prison officers' lives are disposable. Prisoners' lives are disposable. The system's broken. But for a prison officer, a senior officer, like, you've got to think, a senior officer, this guy is he's going through his career and stuff. He's worked his way up to a senior officer on E-Wing at Wormwood Scrubs. He's originally from the northeast. I believe he'd served time in the Full Sutton as well as an officer. Probably also at Franklin up in the northeast as well. But he's relocated down to London at some point with his wife and with his children. And he's there and he's doing his job. And he gets assaulted in the line of duty. And it sadly was the straw that broke the camel's back. And my head's blown. I wouldn't be doing this video at nearly 4 o'clock in the morning, guys. it just drills it home to you that if you've got a loved one working in prison, if you've got a loved one living in prison, housed in prison, i.e. a prisoner, that the next death isn't very far away. And whenever you hear about violence within a prison or within death within custody or something like that, you've got to think, right? Being a prison officer is a very, very dangerous job. I personally wouldn't do it for all the tea in China. I really wouldn't. They're undervalued. They've got low morale. There's a lot of good officers in the system, a lot of old school good officers. Sounds like Mr. Cahill, Stephen Cahill, God bless his soul, may he rest in peace, was a good officer, very solid officer, respected amongst his colleagues, and also had the respect of most of the lads on the wing. But it's a very dangerous job, guys, and like I say, it affects you physically, it affects them psychologically. A lot of officers are developing post-traumatic stress disorder and stuff like that. We know about the bad officers. We know about them. We've exposed them, but you have got a lot of good officers. And like I say, it's sad and tragic. And my thoughts and my prayers massively go out to Stephen's friends and his family and his children at this sad and tragic time. I'm going to inform the media, guys. This information's come to me. This prison source will not speak to the media, so I thank to my prison source for getting me this information. I will pass it to the media locally and nationally, and I'm sure you guys will see more of it in the news in the coming days. But a prison officer attacked in the line of duty goes home and tragically takes his own life. Could happen to you, could happen to people that you know. It's that raw, guys, it's that real. I'm going to leave it there, guys. God bless Stephen Cahill, may he rest in peace. My thoughts and prayers again go out to your friends and your family at this sad and tragic time. Giovanni Bartlett is now in the segregation unit at Wormwood Scrubs. And like I said, I will put a link in the description below to his conviction for granny killing with another 15-year-old at the time. This was back in 2012, 2013. God bless Stephen Cahill. May he rest in peace. Like, comment, subscribe, guys. Put your tributes in the comment section below. No disrespectful comments. Again, God bless Stephen Cahill. May he rest in peace.